What's going on, guys? Jurassic here. Today we're playing Towers of Aghasaba. If I'm butchering the name, I am super sorry about that. If you want to link your Steam account to your Epic's account, click sign and otherwise press continue. Alright, so let's start a new game. This is a survival game, but it also has co-op elements, so let's go ahead and select our save file here.
Pakaru, Shuhu, Astu Kalaulata.
This may not be how we planned to arrive, but thankfully the spirits are arrived at all. 56 treacherous nights at sea, and we're finally here, the island of our ancestors.
Aghasba.
Rightful home of the Shimu people, Aghasaba. It's so freeing to be off that rotting ship, isn't it? Yes, thanks to the spirit. I kinda liked it.
Oh.
Humor, good. Use it around the other Shimu to lift their spirits. Before we set out to find our former capital city, Midhaven, we must collect our wits and retrieve all that we can from our crashed ship. Village Elder Kuro told me that our tribe Emini Crystal was left in the wreckage. There's not much practical use, but keeping our tribe's heritage alive is paramount. We need to swim out to the wreckage and return our Emini Crystal to Kuru, the young one. I believe I can see the glint of it now, hanging off the broken mast of our ship. Need more info? Ask Kuru, he's the oldest man on the beach. Go now, young one. I have faith in you. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have to find a way to scale the ship. Is there vaulting? Oh, there is. Nice. Alright, so we crouch walk. We should theoretically be fine. Return Emini Crystal to Kuru. What are the odds that we can, like Assassin's Creed, jump from here into the water and live unscathed? Hey! We survived. Now, oh, this way. See something shiny, though. Is that a fish? Where's Mask? Is that an armor piece that we just found? Ah, you must be Kuro. Oi, young one. You returned your Emini Crystal. My largest gratitude upon you. It's glowed. Of course I did. The crystal, it glowed? Could it have been a ray of sun, perhaps? No, it really glowed. Yeah, probably just the sun. As the jungle flies, our Emini Crystal showing signs of activity. After all this time. That's just why Hazashimu has been born on harness the power of amity. The great force of life that flows through all living things. I'd like you to hold on to the crystal for now, Youngest. Alert me to any further glowing or similar going-ons. This is not our focus at the present. Our priority is to find the mighty Shimu, capital of Midhaven, and begin rebuilding our civilization on land. Speak now, Suhulua, about how you can best help the Shimua get resettled on Aghasba. Keep a sneaky eye on that ebony crystal. Should it feel bold enough to glow again, youngest, alert me. Alright, ooh. Now have a cat face. You've been promoted.
Chulokal, Parkaru.
You've returned to our tribe, Ebony Crystal Chukuro, have you? I glowed. Ah, the sun hit an interesting angle, didn't it? Sure, great, young one.
Pahalu Alosha.
It's good to appreciate the small things in life, but now let's focus on the task at hand, our tribe's survival.
Stimpaloshal, Chica.
Our head architect, Ajit, needs an apprentice. I'm assigning you to the position. Ajit? Architect? Alright. Did you hit your head in the shipwreck, young one? You know Ajit, of course, our head architect. He's a bit loud. But he means well. You are to be his shadow. Do what he needs and learn from him. Any other questions? Alright. Ajit will head to find an area established for a farming village. I shall mark his position on your map.
Alimchan, Parkaru.
Go forth, find him, and do whatever he asks of you, young one. Alright, so if we click tab, it opens up the map. Who are you down there?
Hilunas tu aljur ishalapul ashkir akaku. Aljula tu aru jari ernstal chan jushkul jahu. Japkos jahu parkakorpatal.
Aye, mister. So I was originally going to do the side mission, but it turns out we sort of had to go this way anyways to do the side mission. So I guess we'll start with the main task first. Now, once again, this is a multiplayer game. I'm not sure how many people you're able to get into one server. It's connected through the Epic Games Store, though. Even if you have Steam. Alright, so honestly, our climbing doesn't use too much stamina. That's not too bad at all. Aye, this looks like a great place to build, sir.
Huh? Pa? Impa hula ju is shalapo hiluna jala lurstu?
Yes.
The cockjo. Jehu koko is shalapo. Astu katao elapo. Good job. Nukork. Jehu Raljork. Luka Colonel Lakanjol, Kolorjak Shanolu? Or now Jusha Jorlap Kolorjak Shanolu Agulor? Impao per la Juxa Learn Kutui? Luatash. Jehu Impa Shalapu.
Your little apprentice, take this farming village marker. I need to go down there and find somewhere to establish our first farming village. Flat area with plenty of room for expansion. Cooking the Builder will join you after you pick a spot. Off you go. Don't snap yourself in half trying to get down from here. Come to think of it, take this too. This might be my spare parachute. Lua would be furious with me if I let you break your little neck, so here, you get to get this to use on the way down. Just as I'll be furious with you if you don't find a great spot for our farming village. Alright, so glide through the skies of Aghasba with your parachute! Press spacebar while in the air to use your parachute and glide down slowly. Now it says farm, so we should probably pick over next to the water. That way we have, you know, like a steady supply down that way. It looks like there might be water over towards there too. So it kind of stinks that it clips the terrain in there because it would look really cool if it was like brushed up against it. Let's see. So it's got multiple ways in and out, so I'm going to place it right here. Alright boys, let's get to work. Look at you. Much like a child, I should use my hammer and saw to raise you into the tall, handsome man. I'm cooking. Big greetings. So nice to be on dry land, isn't it? Even if land isn't as bountiful as we hoped. It's almost as if your mother promised you the world's most bountiful feast on your birthday. Only to present you with the world's feeblest grape. Huh? So you're the new junior builder, excellent. The farming village we're about to build represents a great step forward for our people. First place of our new civilization, a new hope for us not dying. We need wood, thatch, and resin in order to begin construction. Could you collect some for us? We'll need certain things like a hatchet to collect wood and resin. Here's some handy tool crafting recipes so you can build yourself a hatchet and whatever else you need. Oh, one last thing, the island is barren where all is plant life. Young builder doesn't hide from us all. For instance, I see no trees that produce resin, which almost assuredly need. You know the Powell, right? The funny little guy who never stops talking about plants? Lewis sent him out east to help get the ecosystem growing again. You should check on him to see how that's going.
Aghasba.
We'll select you out there, young builder. Find multiple items to craft an item inside the crafting menu. Alright, so you want to run around, collect up a bunch of the bushes. We're going to need some stones, some sticks, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, so we have thatch, we have wood. Alright, so that's for a campfire, so we need to scroll through the list here. Okay, art of craft. Craft one of them up. Alright, so over inside of our build post here, so we need 1 resin, we need 6 wood, and we have 6 thatch. So we can turn in the thatch already. So we need a lot more wood. Fill orders. Complete fill orders by turning in all the required items. Press H to see where you can acquire the items. Active fill orders can be tracked in the fill order menu. Oh, and each time we place it down, it actually moves up. That's really cool. Alright, so it looks like Powell's going to be found on the top of this hill again. Hurry up there! Let's see. So it looks like we're going to have to do some climbing around here. I really hope they keep the stamina the same in this game because this is so nice being able to just like run up while you're running and still actually climb up a mountain. You arrived at the perfect moment, friends. So to plant the colossal seed we brought from Lahora. It's Ashimo's history right here. No one successfully planted a colossi tree in a generation.
Galoch par fark. Ocho pashash kajal koruki patu Aghasba. Palos pik suju chupal starutik little tron. Pakum paju jaral.
I've been so excited, I feel like I'm going to implode! Please plant the seed soon, friend, hurry! Have you any questions about the mission? How? Just find a nice flat area, whip the seed of your inventory and pluck it into the ground. You can even plant it up on this hilltop. Any other questions for me? Resin. Huh. Poker needs resin to build a farming village, does he? Well, that's perfect. When the classic tree takes root, resin-producing trees should begin to grow around its glorious perimeter. Have you heard of such an exceptional tree, friend? It's the best tree I've ever heard of. Any other questions? That's it. And you're ready. Plant the gloss, I see. Yes, right, yes. Please return to me once you have done so I can hear how it goes. To view your class, press tab to go to the journal tab. To set the class, focus class, select press F. Aghasba is composed of various biomes. Check the biome indicator to see which biome you are currently in. Alright, so it's a little bit of a walk, but it looks like we're going to plant it roughly around here. Now let's try to just reach here. I'm starting to see why it had to be out in the middle of nowhere.
Jual Sholal, Jilajor, Pakalak Luhu, Hom. On Rukimp Alpol, Alorpo Jigor Nupanual, Chuparn Husty, Komchu Pakalak Luhu. A close to a coachu. Pa. A kogal justia. Gatchagak coachu. Pa chakal alashun al short skipu.
Olak chiral stupakalak luhu. Yom no chak la lipta wa hub justora lor akjastia.
Allo. Impakup stopku. Nonugu jorta ol kirnikio.
Rastop kuchu jastir ihuru. Vak nalamp jalkan. Jalapa kushi.
Jol justia. Al storn alu. Hubalki Gork, General Jorkala. Alu Hampagu or Hill Jastir, Ahur Huldra, Kanak Shawal, Stal Ragkual Shol. Shalalstu Alu Jost, Jualsto Kunla Pulam, Paskir Lun La Jor. Jualastu and Pa. Ilak stu ralort pakalak luhu kan. Stimku pak chawal kan kochel.
Are we being judged by a turnip? You can set aside your natural human incompetence and urge to destroy for around 12 seconds. I believe we have an opportunity to collaborate to get this colossal tree growing. You see, a colossal tree will only grow if it senses the ecosystem around it thriving. So here, what I'd like you to do, take the seeds currently growing atop the tree and plant them in the immediate vicinity. I also need you to feed some of the animals that have been attracted by the colossal tree growth. If you take edible items from your inventory such as a berry and throw it toward a nearby animal, it may adapt to consume it, should it feel inclined. Can you handle these two elementary tasks? Laundress human? Sure. Say, what is that turquoise glow emitting from your rear carriage? As the jug of flies, do you, human, possess the vaunted power of amenity? I thought but one human in the generation could harness such force. You know what amity is? Most certainly, not really. Amity, the harmonious force that flows through all living things. It is in you, it is in I, it is in every plant and creature on Aghasaba. Even in every human, as hard as that is to believe. With the crystal, you can collect and store more pure amity, and you will gain it every time you create or improve your life on the island. Naturally, by that token, you shall lose amity if you are ever taken life from the island. This is good. Future human, this shall instrumental in helping us grow the colossi tree. But for now, I beseech you to plant those seeds and feed those animals, then promptly return. Alright, so we need to feed 3 creatures, temperate seeds planted in the ecosystem, we need 5, and we need to fully grow plants in the ecosystem, 8 out of 12. Ecosystem will form around each closet tree that you plant. The proximity indicator will change to an acorn when you're within one of those ecosystems. The ecosystem will be different depending on which biome you're in. Each type of ecosystem attracts unique creatures and plants. To grow your closet tree even further, speak with the spirit. We'll let you know what requirements must be met in the surrounding area to grow the tree. Alright, so we had to climb it. So now we need to use the seed. So 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so we got 3 trees. Now it said feed the creatures around here, but I'm not really seeing any. Alright, well, it turns out that I accidentally ate 2 of them. I don't want your poop, buddy. So we need to find a berry bush. Alright, so we have our last berry that we need, so let's go and toss it. There you go, buddy. Good job. Large greetings, accurate human. How's improving the ecosystem around the cross the street coming along? I believe I did everything. Ooh, so we need to feed 1 more creature. Alright, so this should be the last berry that we need. Now, one thing to keep in mind is growing the trees is going to take about 5 minutes per seed planted, and since we had to do the whole second group there, I believe we have 8 out of 13 built right now. Let's go and toss out our berry seeds. Sometimes you'll get 3, sometimes you only get 1. There you go, buddy. And by the way, if you're curious about the time, if you walk over it, it'll tell you the exact amount of time that you have left for that. So we're going to have to come back to this later on, and we can go up to the top here, tell the dude that we built his tree, technically. And we can tell him about the turnip dude yelling at us. Now the main village is going to require us to grab the resin, so we're sort of stuck waiting on all that stuff to be built before we're able to finish building the village. It's magnificent. The first class of tree our people have known since Kuru's age. Not to mention the vegetation will propagate, the animal life will attract. The tree shall be the center of the thriving ecosystem. So excited, I'm shivering. Look at me, friend. Aren't you just shivering with excitement? Yes or no? Don't appear to be shivering. You must be shivering on the inside. So did anything else interesting happen to you while you planted the seed? A small green spirit, a large fuzzy god. Must have met the forest god in all hairy splendor. And a small green fellow. That must have been the forest spirit. Oh, the spirits, what fascination. They must be overjoyed that Shimu have returned, are they? Did you not rejoice upon our return? Really? Perhaps we just need to show them to appreciate all that they do for us. Here, take my extra scope. It's a great way to observe and appreciate the natural world. By observing the life around us, we can learn which biomes certain plants grow in, as well as what food each animal likes. Try observing 3 different animals to start, friend. You'll be astounded by what you can observe through that thing. Alright, nice. When you observe a creature, it's added to the Shimu Dex. Create a creature entry to see what they like to eat, what resources they likely to drop when hunted. Dropping or throwing food can attract nearby creatures to feed on. Different creatures are attracted to different food items. Alright guys, well that's going to be it for Aghasba. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. We might possibly be returning this to the next live stream game.